Would I do anything different if I didn't stutter? Hi guys! If you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and click the small bell icon right by the subscribe button to be notified when I upload a video. I really want to talk about whether stuttering has stopped me from doing anything in life. This is a big question to me because I feel that, yes, there are some things in my past. I guess I probably would have been more confident if I didn't stutter. So with guys, when I was dating guys, I would have been a much more confident person, and I wouldn't have worried so much about my voice and about my speech, and I would have just let myself go. So when it came to relationships, I would have been a more confident person, just not worried so much about my speech, which would have made it seem like my self-esteem was higher. I still do think that I am a very introverted person, and that I would not have changed into an extroverted person because of my voice. So I still think that I would have been a very quiet person even if I did not stutter. So that, I think for sure, that would have definitely not changed. And also me moving to a different country is a huge thing for me, because if I really did not want stuttering to affect my life, I probably would not have moved, or I probably would not be in the process of moving to a different country right now, and I probably would have let my stuttering stop me from moving. I haven't really had too much experience with interviews with jobs, because every job I've had, I've gotten really easily just from like friends. And when I was in the Marine Corps, we didn't really have to interview. It was just a contract that I had to sign. So I can't really say anything about that, but I know with certain jobs, I have tried to avoid certain jobs because I was afraid that I was going to talk more in them. In my job when I was in the Marine Corps, I did have to talk a lot. So I did have to talk on the phone a lot. I worked at a desk, so I had more of a secretarial administration job. I can't honestly say if I would have stayed in or not. I don't think I would have, because I have some amazing opportunities right now moving to Europe and such, and honestly, all in all, stuttering, I would not have done anything different if I did not stutter. I probably would have been a slightly more social person. I will say though that now I still do things that I try to avoid situations where I know I will stutter in, because it makes me so nervous. Like even today, for instance, I went to a different Starbucks than the Starbucks I went last time because I stuttered so bad and I was really embarrassed about it. And I went to this new Starbucks and I ordered the peppermint hot chocolate. And I stutter really bad when I say those two words, but when I went to the Starbucks today, I didn't really stutter that bad, even though I said mint instead of peppermint. I didn't really, I was just really relaxed, and I just didn't really stutter that bad. So it was honestly fine. In the past of my life, it did affect when I would go out with friends, because I didn't want to talk as much and I didn't want to go out with friends as much or go to parties and stuff, because I was really embarrassed about my voice. So in that sense, yes, it did affect certain things. Now, I am just really trying to focus on not avoiding certain things like going out or just being an overall social person, because I'm always working on that. Even like just like going to Starbucks. I've hardly gone to Starbucks since I had that bad stuttering experience where I could not say peppermint hot chocolate, because it was just so embarrassing, and like I just don't want to go through that again and experience that. I understand for myself that that I'm just trying to be careful about myself and just watch myself, but it's still not healthy, because I'm not going to be doing things in life that I really want to do because I'm so afraid of this, and I don't want to keep these things from holding me back. I don't want to keep my stuttering from holding myself back, especially something as simple as ordering a drink from Starbucks. That tends to scare me because it's such a small thing, and I don't want to be so nervous to do something simple like that, or even just going out to eat. You know, I get worried that it'll stop me from ordering what I want to, because in my past I don't order what I want to, and even now I still sometimes have almost ordered things that I don't want to order because I'm afraid that I will stutter on them. but I have made a point to order what I want to when I go out and order whatever I want to drink, because I'm not gonna go through feeling guilty about not ordering what I want to, whether it's food or drink, because I deserve to order what I want to and what's gonna taste good to me. So in that sense, now I will say though, even sometimes like if I speak with family, I do stutter. My stuttering has not stopped me with like not talking with family or anything like that. I do think it could have stopped me possibly in the past, like when I was in high school, from making more friends, because I was so afraid to walk up, or I was so afraid to hang out with them. But overall though, probably the other thing would be jobs, would be that I try to avoid. I'm not sure in the future how it will go with jobs and all, but there are certain jobs that I probably would have done that would not have the effect I would have done if I wouldn't have stuttered, such as I did want to become a doctor in OBGYN when I was 18. And part of the reason I didn't want to do that was, yes, it was because I stuttered, and I didn't want to have to deal with going to the classes and having to talk to patients. Because when you're an MD or an ND, you have to talk a lot to patients. And I have heard of people who do stutter who have gone on to get a medical degree. And I think that is great, but I would have been way too stressed out, and I just would not have wanted to do that profession, because I would have been extremely nervous, and I would have had anxiety a lot. So that is one thing that I am glad that I didn't pursue, because it would have made me very, very, very nervous. But I'm not really thinking about perfecting my voice, so I'm not really stuttering that much, as you can probably tell. Whereas if I was really getting nervous and thinking about it, I would be stuttering more. And I'm also breathing right now. I'm focusing on really trying to breathe and just relax and just not worry about the camera and not worry that everyone in the world can watch me. So, but yes. But I just wanted to talk about this because I do think that there are things that I would have done differently. I would have liked to do more drama classes when I was in middle school and high school. I probably would have gotten more into doing acting, because I do like that type of genre of art. I probably would have done singing more, like some type of singing lessons. Even though I know I don't stutter when I sing, I still get nervous standing in front of big groups. So just singing would even make me nervous. I would have probably, I honestly don't know if I would have done, because I mean, even if I didn't stutter, I am still a very shy person. I'm just very shy. So whether I stutter or not, I don't really think that makes too much of a huge difference for me. I do think that those certain things when I was in school, I would have done more is acting, and probably been slightly more talkative, but honestly not that much more, because I am still shy. In middle school, I just think that I would have been a slightly more social person if I did not stutter. So I just think that I would have been a slightly more outgoing person when I would be with friends. I probably think I may have possibly gone out more when I was in the Marine Corps. I would hold back a lot, and I didn't really want to go out that much, because unless it was one-on-one with someone, but I didn't really want to go out that much because I was so afraid of talking and speaking. And I was always afraid of talking in big groups, putting myself in certain situations where I had to talk, and that made me very, very nervous. In high school, I do think that I would have participated more in different groups and different classes where I would have to speak more. And I say this because there were certain things that I didn't want to sign up for in high school or also college, because I was afraid that I would have to speak. Like for instance, not that I have to speak, but that I would have to present more and stand up in front of the class more. Now, as a person though, I hate to stand in front of a class, I hate to give presentations, I hate to give speeches. I do think now though, I am more confident where if I had to give a speech or talk in front of a large group, I would be more okay with it because I have been making these videos. So it has gotten me more comfortable looking at my face, made me more comfortable listening to my own voice. Whereas before I was making these videos, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I didn't want to hear my voice, I didn't really want to look at my face, it was just like, no. So I really do think that these videos have really helped me with that and just to be more confident in that aspect. I actually have done some modeling in my past, just a very small bit. There was a situation where I was asked to go to a casting call and I turned it down because I was afraid that I was going to have to say my name. Like when you walk down the runway for the casting call, I was afraid that I was going to have to say my name, so I turned it down. And it was for a huge bridal show. I was kind of sad about it at the time because I was like, dang, you know, like if I didn't stutter, if I could just say my name fluently, then I would be fine. But no, I turned it down. But honestly now I don't really care because it would have caused me so much stress. And that whole time waiting for the casting call, it was about 6 months from the casting call to the actual show. Or I think it was more than that, it could have been eight months, but it would have just made me so nervous. So honestly, I'm really glad I didn't do that because I just would have been shaking and just having major anxiety from it, and that just would not have been good for my health. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!